Hi everyone, happy Friday. Um, I do actually have some new books I purchased over the past few weeks to go through today. I also had another flip through on Wednesday. If you haven't caught it yet, I got some happy mail from the lovely Loretta. Um, and it is a new release from Coloring Book Cafe of Cats and Kittens. So if you're looking for, you got a bonus flip through this week. So be sure to go back into my videos and my playlists and check that out. I have four more books for you today. And this last one's a little bit of a doozy. As you can see, the letter or the number 100. So, but we won't be spending as much time on one of these books, and you'll see why in a minute. So we'll go ahead and get started. As y'all have seen, I am really enjoying the Wow Cats by the Belba family. And so much that I picked up Wow Animals, which I believe was in a previous flip through. I hope so. I'll have to go back and double check. I think it is. But I also went ahead and picked this one up, which is a Square Mandalas book by them as well. This is a color by number book. There are 3 by 3 sections. The Square Mandalas book is not like a regular letter size coloring book as you saw when you saw all of them together. So comparing it to like a Jade Summer, it's about 70% of the height. The width is the same, but the Square Mandalas book is a little bit shorter book. So if that bothers you, just FYI on that. Again, this is by Belba family. Here's what the back looks like. It does have the color key here in the back as well, and then it gives you some examples of some of the images. There's another one out, a garden one of theirs that I kind of want to get to, but I just haven't got it yet. So here's the nameplate page. So these are small squares, and there's different ways people color these squares. I've seen people use dots. I've seen people use X's a lot. Lisa's Coloring Corner does that a lot. And the pages look really awesome both ways. And you can also actually color in the blocks. And I tend to color in the blocks. I want to try some of the other methods. But I like big bold colors, and just filling in the squares, even if it's a little messy, gives me that big bold pop I'm looking for. But any method you want to come up with works, because these are pretty small squares in these. So the cool thing is this gives you a content so you can see what you're going to wind up with, which I need to like pull that out. Hopefully, knowing me, I'll forget it and I just need to like tape the page or something, because I like to be surprised, but some people want to actually be able to pick and choose what they want to color. So here's a palette test page, and then we get started. So these are mandalas, and I believe they all feature some kind of animal, I think is what that was saying. So I don't know if I will go through this whole book. I would say with the Belba family books, because of how the squares are done, it's a little easier to see what at least the overall shape of the mandala is going to be and what the picture kind of looks like. One interesting thing to note is in this book, and probably just because of the size of the book, you don't have the color key running along the side or the bottom like you do in the Wildcats book. So you'll have to go back and forth to this, or you could cut this page out, or create your own palette page that you can stick in here and reference. I do that a lot with my color by numbers. So as you can see, these are really pretty small squares. Like if you're using an alcohol marker with a fine tip like me, I'll fill in like little block sections, and but if it's just one square, like I can touch it a couple different times in the middle and it basically fills in the square. This is Amazon paper, and it is thirsty paper. We all see there, hopefully you can see. This is where the lighting comes into play and having more shadow. Makes it easier to see. Wonder if I can just turn that light. Now you really can't see it any better, can you? Okay, anyway, this is one with the cat in the middle. And, oh, there it goes. You see which one I'll probably do first. So yeah, some of these you can make out kind of vague shapes. And then some of them, like this one, it is just like, okay, well, so I'm not going to go through this whole thing because it's just really hard to see anything other than just blocks of numbers. But you get the idea on these. Trying to see if there were any. Which that's been the case with the other Belba family books. So, like I said, like there you can see there's a flower pattern, but that's about all you get from that one. So some of these you can tell a little bit. Okay, well, I'll put in the description how many images are in here. I'll have to count, unless it said it at the beginning. I'm having the Amazon paper curl page issue. A lot of that has to do with the delivery of the books lately has been subpar. There are 30. Okay, so there's 30 pages in this book. Just 30 images to color, FYI. And then I'll still put that in the description, but just want y'all to know. Oh, the pages are numbered too. That's helpful. I guess that goes with that table of contents, you know, if that makes sense, Michelle. Sorry, y'all. I am not firing on all cylinders today. I am pretty exhausted. I could go into it, but we are going to keep this upbeat for the video. So here is the Belba family information. Because I'm doing flip throughs of these people's books, and I don't, you know, this is good news. This is fun time. This should be fun time. So no need to drag everything down while featuring these books. Here is their social media. They are on Instagram and Facebook. And they would, of course, appreciate your review of the book on Amazon, Facebook, or Instagram. And there are a couple blank pages back here. And there we go. So there's square mandalas. That's why I said between that and that last book, I don't think we'll have a huge difference in time. That wasn't the next one. Man. If I don't go by the way they were stacked, my brain will break. Y'all are like, oh Lord, she's one of those. Okay. So I went back and picked this one up. This has been out for a while. It is a little different for Jade Summer. When I saw their line art, just because it's detailed, and a lot of their books don't have this level of detail. I would say this is probably one of their most like detailed image coloring books that Jade Summer has put out. They do have a regular line art version that I also saw. And then they put the Grayscale out a little more recently. And we all know how much I love Grayscale, so I went ahead and got the Grayscale version. I am not known for my complex images that I color, so this will be interesting, but I just kept seeing pictures from this book, and I love it. So, basic letter-sized book, Amazon paper, one-sided images. As you saw, it was also one-sided images in the other book. But like you can tell back here, these are, yeah, this imagery is really well detailed and well done. So, alright. Here is the front page, which is a thank you and information about Jade Summer and the copyright. And then we get started. So again, these are all one-sided pages, and these are pretty detailed images, but they are gorgeous, gorgeous. There's a black backing on the pages like it was in the other book. This is going to be a great one. I have a feeling we're going to see this one a lot for Halloween. I think that would be a good goal one for October. way things are right now, I can't. If I'm going to plan, I'm going to plan ahead, like down the road in the future. I saw this one the other day. I think somebody did a digital version of it in the Jade Summer Facebook group, and it was beautiful. But these images are they're just gorgeous. Markers might be tough for these. For some of these, simply just because Amazon paper does bleed, so you have to be very careful with your markers. That might be where some ultrafines come into play. So like your really thin detailed areas might bleed a little if you use just regular alcohol markers. So like I said, some ultrafines would probably help. Definitely this might be a good one to invest in some, finally get into some colored pencil work on Grayscale. So but Jade Summer has great Grayscale. So when I saw this, and this is really, I mean, well, no, I have other detailed Grayscale books, but for Jade Summer, I'd say this, again, if you're looking for really complex imagery in a Grayscale version, I would recommend this book. And I know, like in looking at this picture, I know some of their books, the women can be a bit on the PG-13 side, or even more into, like, I wouldn't say R-rated, but it's not quite that bad. But this one, I feel like it's probably a little more PG. Like, you can see a little bit of some cleavage there, but I'd say this one probably leans more towards PG. I love this one. That's so pretty. Well, okay, maybe we are getting PG-13 on some of these. But anyway, it just, you'll be able to make that determination when you see flip throughs as to what you prefer. So if certain imagery is not your style, is not your particular flavor, then some of their books might be better than others. Ooh, this would be really pretty, and I'm sure it's already been done, which she's more like an elf with that ear. Coloring her like a Disney character. Brave. Merida? I'm not sure how to say her name. But with that elf skin, I kind of would want to color something different, so I don't know. I have to think on that one. Okay, yeah, we're back. We're PG-13 on this. At first I was flipping through it, I was like, oh, well, you know, this one might be a little away from the sexy risque, but no, there's a mix. There's a mix here, so. Hey, at least y'all know. At least with these flip throughs, y'all know. I personally have no issue with it. I mean, I love strong female characters in coloring books. I actually have, there's a comic book, graphic novel comic book, I can't quite remember. Here's a steampunky one. I personally am not big on steampunk, but some of y'all might dig it. But there's a comic book series out there called Grimm's Fairy Tales, which draws like real powerful looking women, but like the fairy tale characters, but in a really kind of risque, sexy way, I guess. And I know some people get offended at that, but me personally, it doesn't bother me at all. And I have a coloring book based off of those, and I think y'all have seen me color out of one of those way back. I tried to pick one of the less risque images, but I love the book. I love seeing like the whole strong, powerful women. My only thing in this is I would have loved to have seen a mixture of women and men. I think that would have been a really cool way to go with this. I love all the strong female characters, but I would have liked to have seen a couple men in here as well. As you see, you do get 2 copies of each image, so I believe that means there's 25 unique images in here, but again, I will confirm that for the description. So you do get 2 copies, which in this book will probably come in really handy. This is a little bit of a challenge book for me, I'm not gonna lie. So they do sell digital editions now, not through Etsy. I think it's Lulu or something, but if you go to their site, I'll also post a link to the digital PDF on their site as well. You can join their email list, and then the artwork group, which I referenced. It's a lot. I really enjoy the group. You see such a wide variety of coloring styles and books, because look at their book list. And this was a month ago, so they've added to this. So anyway, there is that book. Now we can do this other one. This book is so hot right now because it is, I would still call it a new release. I probably should have done a new release video on this, and I do apologize. But I've seen a lot of people showing this book, so I guess in my brain I was kind of like, it took me a little longer to get it, so I guess the new release idea kind of fell out of my head, but I guess this is technically a new release, so I'll put that in the description. This is the newest book by Hannah Lynn, Whimsy Girls Through the Decades. I do love me some Hannah Lynn. You guys have seen me color a couple images of her on the channel, and then of course I've posted a number on Instagram. Letter size, Amazon printed, 25 unique images, and then you get 2 copies of each. So you have 50 total pages. Oh, okay. So this is a little different. The Jade Summer one, you get you get an unique image, then you get an exact duplicate of it. So you get 2 copies of each image. This one is similar to her Whimsy Girls at Work that she released recently, where she has 2 copies of each image. One is the original detailed version, and then another one is like a simplified version. So you do get 2 of each image, but they are slightly different versions. And if you've had her Whimsy Girls at Work book, it's a similar concept. So I do dig that as well, because again, sometimes you just got to be in a mood for a certain type of image. Here's some little thumbnails. I like that she names all her images too. That makes it really easy when I'm posting it on social media or YouTube and I'm trying to come up with a name for the picture. So these are just different girls through the decades, through the different different timelines, you know, because there's, oh Lord, we're not going to, no time travel, no multiple realities, though can you imagine the ones that are having a different 2020 than us right now, you know? Anyway, different times in history. So this is what they mean by the different versions. So you have this really detailed version, then the simplified version might be a closer up of the person, and then less imagery in the background. So, and these pictures are gorgeous. At first, I was a little iffy about Hannah Lynn books, just because all of the way she draws her women in her books, they all just looked very similar with, like, you know, face structure and hairstyles and stuff. But it's grown on me, and I really dig it. And I also really dig this one in particular in Whimsy Girls at Work, because she's starting to change up, like, the hairstyles and stuff, and you can start to see some differences. So that's cool too. I actually really dig that she's been doing that too, because for me, with like the super long flowing hair, there's only so many times I can color that before I'm like, okay, I'd like something different. I love the flapper girl hair, love it. Like, I already have ideas for this image, so I don't know. This might be the first one I do. But see, I like this one too. I told you, I like the whole, I mean, women in any roles is awesome. But then you got like those tough girl type pictures. Even the ones with like the super, this one, this, no, no, no. This one will be the first one I color. Either this or the simplified version, because this, I think of one of my favorite movies of all time with this one, of course, A League of Their Own, and I already have instant ideas for this picture, so I'm thinking Madonna from the Rockford Peaches, like whatever, May, yeah, all the way May is what they called her. That she's kind of what I'm thinking when I'm looking at this one, so I already, like I said, that's got to be the first one, because I just already have an idea for that. Love the detail work. I like the little circles and kind of sequin look on her dress. You can color it all one color, or you could get a little creative with that, so love that. But see, I like these too, so I like all her pictures. That's why I have so many of her books. Man, don't you just like, you see that and you're like, oh, to have that hair, to have that, to have that hourglass figure, right? And see, this one doesn't have like the detail work on the dress, so you can do all kinds of different stuff. Heck, you could do stripes on the dress. You could do dots. I mean, this one's fun. When I was, my first year in choir, when I was in 8th grade, I was in middle school choir. I had transferred to a new school that actually had it. And our first year, we did like a TV review thing, and I was in the 50s gear, so I had like the little poodle skirt and stuff. So I kind of already have ideas for this one too. I totally want to color her stuff like I had. I think I had like a purple poodle skirt and then just a white shirt and stuff. So I kind of want to color her like my outfit was. But see, I have an idea for that one too. Boy, I was really thrown off. I thought like her hand was ending there, and I'm like, okay. I mean, more power to it. It just kind of threw me for a minute. I love the hairdo in this one. Love this one too with the beehive. These are really, really cool. I like all her books, but this one in particular, I'm just, as I see these ladies, I'm getting so many ideas from these pages. And you got your 60s girl. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking Rainbow Bright type of colors here. Maybe some bright neons here. Get some like cheetah pattern colors here. We're just going to throw this one. You would have all the colors clashing together, and it would be perfect with the crimped hair. Yep, we got tiger pattern denim. Maybe still a little bit of fluorescent neon here. Like that glove. Oh, there's two of them. Okay. The Let's Get Physical video. Olivia Newton-John. Man, like, it's going to be tough, y'all. It's really going to be tough to pick one. Yep, like all my, like my 4th grade picture, that is, school picture, this is what this reminds me of. Right here. Heck, I might have owned that very sweater. Oh, that's cool. Yep, we got the plaid and the grungy look here. I think John might be coloring that picture. The bibliophile colorist right now. Clueless. Yeah, I got so many references on here. Uh, Salt and pepper. Gotta say it right. Kind of reminds me of that. Now I'm gonna have waterfalls in my head the rest of the day. That's not them. That's TLC. Good Lord, Michelle. TLC too. What was her name? I can't remember. Just again, I'm trying here, guys. I really am. Oh my gosh, and it's me. Maybe not the sweater because I'm hot-natured, but this is me. Like, I love that she's got the cat in here. This is, yep. Oh gosh, so many ideas for this one. Like, I don't know. To me, this might be my favorite book of hers, just right off the bat looking through it. I know it's a good fit for me when I look through it, and I instantly am already, I'm already rolling with ideas for multiple pages. So, and now we come to the behemoth of the group. This is another coloring book cafe book, 100 Baby Animals. So you get 100 pages in this one. Look, isn't that nice? So nice. It was a new release, and I happened to see it being promoted at half price. If you follow them on Facebook, they have an email list, and if you follow them on Facebook, they will let you know when new releases are out. And the cool things about their new releases, as I mentioned Wednesday with that one, is that they're half price. So but they're only half price for so many days. So I managed to snag this one at half price, which I think was actually like $7 or $8 because it's a bigger book. But we know how I am about animals. I love them, though I never color them, and I said Wednesday that needs to start changing. So 100 Baby Animals by Coloring Book Cafe. Letter sized, Amazon printed paper. Here's some examples back here. That pig, oh my gosh, just all of them. The big cats, the squirrel, just this book. I'll probably need to use this book when I just look through this book when I need to pick me up. So you've got a nameplate page. So I guess it'd be 101 if you count the nameplate page. Here's their copyright info, their Facebook. They do have an Instagram as well. Here we go. These are single-sided. Baby owl, baby fox, and a baby squirrel. You get multiples in that one. Let me zoom in just a little bit. These are not full page images. There is a bit of a border around them, so there we go. Oh my gosh, that look on his face. He just looks so surprised. It's so cute. Little baby raccoon or trash panda. Baby bats. Not super overly complicated images. A lot of these, of course, with them being animals, have nature backgrounds. That little baby squirrel, oh my gosh. Baby bunnies. This would be a great Easter or spring picture. Aw. Like in some of these, you get bonus babies. It's not just one type. Oh, I'm howling at the moon. That one's cute. Little otters holding hands. They are otters, right? I'm having a bad day actually being able to recognize things, so I think that was otters. I can't remember. Oh my gosh, those little plumped up cheeks. So cute. Oh my gosh. That look. Love it. These are definitely great marker pictures, and then I can definitely see some pencil overlay in some of them too, so. Aww. Now my stomach's rumbling. He's so cute and plump. Sniffing the flowers. Sorry, I'm trying to be a little speedy because, as I said, this is a pretty hefty book here. That pig, that pig was, and not that I'm a big fan of pigs or anything. I think I did, the one coloring book cafe picture I've actually colored was of a pig too. I don't know, it's just, that pig is just one smug pig. That is like me in animal form. A big smug pig. Sounds about right. It's a cute pig though. Might be a pig, but I think I'd at least be a cute pig. Little baby ducklings. He looks like he is complaining about something. The ratio of egg to chick is pretty different there. I wish I looked that happy. I wish I slept that well. That'd be a good autumn picture. I saw the pumpkins and everything. Little baby bees. Oh, and here we get to the kitten ones. The kitten one. I don't know how many kittens are in here. Hey, I like all baby animals. Well, except for baby spiders. We're not. This is not a spider household. Looks like he's trying to decide what to eat first in that yard. He looks a little concerned, like, why am I out here? He's questioning his existence. That looks almost like a little corgi. Do love me some corgis. Like, I don't mind mice or gerbils or any sort of rodent type animal. I mean, obviously I don't want mice in the house, but like, I don't freak out at the idea of a rodent or anything. It's just spiders are like, no. Love, he's sharpening his claws. I like the random eggs in the background, but that is kind of funny because then it's like, is it a bird's nest? Is it, there's a story behind that picture. And that is one plump little horse there. You do get some ocean animals too. That's a really cute picture. Little baby seal. Wow. I think Oreo senses that I'm doing something. Goodness. Little baby stingray. You get a lot of ocean ones. So it looks like you get a pretty nice variety. I don't even know what the heck that is supposed to be. That looks like some kind of alien. Maybe somebody knows. So you had a section of like woodland type creatures, and then you had more like pets, and then now we're more into the ocean animals. I knew it. I knew he was coming. I knew he was looking at me, and he was making eye contact. Eye contact's how they get you. Now he's going to want to get up here after I've moved everything for him. Yep. Because getting up here is getting in my way is not the purpose of this. The purpose is for me to pay attention to him. And now he's going back. He's so bizarre. Like, he'll show up and he'll act like he wants you to pet him, but then he gets irritated when you actually pet him. Like, I don't think he knows what he wants. I really don't. I'm going to have to do this one-handed for a minute while he tries to figure out what he wants from me. Oh. Looks like now we're to, like, the jungle animals, and he's clicking on my mouse. Don't mess up the recording. Now we got a real wild animals. Wild. I mean, woodland animals are also wild animals. I don't know what I'm saying, y'all. Right now I'm just playing keep away from him. Like, keep away my keyboard and my mouse. And now he's just sitting there. Just fine. Like, if he would just give me 5 minutes to finish this. But then I'll be done, and all of a sudden he won't want attention anymore. We know how that goes. Hey, Wobbly. You're like, that's mean. He don't seem to mind. He still wants to crawl in my lap, so. He is doing okay, by the way. Nothing's really changed in regard to, I guess, what we think are focal seizures. He just bobs his head. Gets a little wobbly. I don't think it's any different than it was a few months ago. Oh, they're talking about me again. I gotta get over here. It's gonna take me like 20 minutes to get done with this book just because I'm trying to play keep away with him. It's so cute the way he's got his little head cocked. Hi, Oreo. Yes. Now my other cat's coughing. Goodness. It's like they just don't want me to finish this. Aww. I think that is a red panda. And then a lemur. Oh, missed one. There we go. So yeah, if you like a lot of pictures in a book and a lot of bang for your buck, this is a good book to have right here. So, a couple test pages, and there we go. So, we managed to get through this, even though Oreo was really trying to help in the end. hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a great weekend. No idea what's coming next, just because I'm waiting on stuff. So, but I'll keep you guys updated as best I can. Thanks for watching, and talk to you soon. Bye for now.